took a week break. My son was off from school, so he stayed up later than he normally does. I wasn't able to really upload too many videos, but I took my time and made a couple. Um, it's a nice little 2 hour run here. Um, I made a couple division videos. I've been kind of pushing the division a little bit, trying to get some stuff completed before the season 2 stuff starts on March 3rd. So kind of excited about that, but then again, I don't know. I'm not sure. Um, but I've been watching some stuff on the truck game, and the Coast to Coast has me a little intrigued. Um, I wasn't really gonna do any mods. I was gonna pretty much keep it vanilla and focus on just unlocking the map and running through this Life of a Sim Trucker series. Um, but I don't know. I might look into it a little bit. It would be kind of cool just to see the creativeness that some people have. You know, there's some amazing mod people out there. I've seen some really incredible trucks. Um, but I want to work my way up through and kind of do that thing. So it's like once I get to level 20, then maybe do something. I don't know. Um, just kind of go from there. It's like I remember when I used to play the farm sim game. You could go in and manipulate the file and give yourself all the money that you needed, and I just kind of feel that way. It's like I was reading on the Facebook page for one of the sites that I go to for the American Truck Sim, and it was people looking for a end game hack, where the whole map's unlocked and all the trucks are unlocked, and it's like that. It kind of defeats the whole point of the game. It's like if you do that, then all you're doing is just driving now. You know, if you're gonna, I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna drive anyways, why not level your way there? I don't know. I'm a little different in that aspect of it. Um, but I was clicking through some mods. There's one truck that's got me pretty intrigued. Like I said, when I was a kid, my dad drove truck for many years. I mean, I think I don't know. I think he pretty much drove truck my whole life, um, up until I don't know. Probably he's been retired now for about 3 years, and I think he spent like another 15 years working for the town, driving a dump truck and plowing and stuff like that. But up until that time, he he drove tractor trailer, and he used to drive a cab over, and it was green. It was cream colored with green, light green and dark green stripes. It was beautiful. And I'm not a huge fan of green, but this thing just looked awesome. And I think I might have mentioned this in the past, but um, he would bring it home. Like he'd have a 2 week vacation, and it always came home with him. Parked at my grandparents' house, fully loaded. Um, he'd always park it there, and then leave from there every Sunday night. And he'd usually come home Friday nights. Um, but when he had his vacation, he'd bring it home, bobtail it home, and we'd go down to the Dutch Boy paint shop downtown, and he'd get all the matching colors, and we'd spend a couple days. Like he'd thoroughly clean it inside out, everything, and then me and my sister would go around and touch up all the paint. I think he painted the rims green to match the stripes, and it looked really nice, and you could tell. I mean, he really took care of it. And that's the beautiful thing of having kind of your dedicated truck, so to speak. And he had, he put his own CB in and put a radio in it and stuff like that. Really took care of it. So I was going through the mods, and I stumbled across one that looks really close to it. The only difference that I noticed was they had two round headlights together instead of two squares. But other than that, it had the stripes. I don't know what model it was or anything like that. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I was little when he had it, and I haven't really had a chance to ask him since I saw it. But I don't know. It just really brought back some really cool memories. So, and like I said, when I played this game last time, I ran this Kenworth, but I had it decked out, and I had similar stripes to what he had, but not exact. But so I don't know. I'm on the fence about installing that one, but we'll see. We'll go from there. I don't know. It's kind of that thing, It's just, but some of the mod guys, I just want to give them huge props because they do an outstanding job. And I used to do paints, schemes, and stuff like that on all the different racing games. The ARCA racing game that they had for a while, and I don't know, all of them really. Used to use Paint Shop Pro and 3D Max to do the 3D visuals and stuff, but it's very time consuming, and it takes, to get it right, it takes a lot of time. I've seen some where they just splash some paint on some stuff, but when you really take it to the extreme, it's amazing, and that's why with the Coast to Coast mod, it's like looking at it, it's gonna be years before this game gets out to the East Coast with SCS. Granted, I can see like the Northeast or whatever, New York, probably New York, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island, Mass, and Maine, and Connecticut are probably all going to be one package. You know what I mean? Because you figure, California and Texas, and the big states, they getting all those done. But Florida will probably be in with Atlanta or something like that. They'll start putting them out in patches like that. But and the maps, the states they make are amazing. So with the Coast to Coast, I'm curious to see how well they've taken what is already there and kind of expanded it. That's kind of what my excitement is with that. And I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. It's like there's so much starting over. I still have all the DLCs to drive through. So it's like, do I really want to venture out, knowing that there's going to be other states coming? And granted, the mod guys, they'll shut off certain states or tweak and stuff like that to make everything blend. But that's just kind of my, which way do I want to go with that? So, but that's amazing. The details are amazing in some of the things of this game. But so I don't know. I'm running this one now. I did hire a driver. I haven't really, like I said last week, basically I purchased the Division for my son. Him and I played a little bit. A couple coworkers have gotten pretty deep into World of Tanks, So I've been playing that quite a bit with them. So I haven't really, because I wasn't really in any position to make videos, I kind of didn't play this a lot. So this trip here is like a week and a half old, probably. But shipyard's pretty cool. I actually get, so when I pull in here, I get a little bit of a thing here, because the computer AI truck kind of ruins my plan. It's kind of, I'm trying to figure out. I've never been here, so I'm trying to figure out where do I go. So I figure if I can get as straight as I can to where my drop off is, I'll be in good shape. So I decided tonight I was gonna buckle down, and I made a division video, and then I decided to jump in this one. My videos are kind of all over the place. I'm trying to understand why OBS sometimes puts it here, sometimes puts it there. Haven't quite figured that out yet. I messed around with my OBS settings, and I watched a YouTuber and did everything he said to do, and then realized that I don't have the computer that he has, obviously. So it's taken me a little while to kind of figure them out again, get my defaults back. Here's with the AI. It's like he's not moving, so I gotta back up. But so because of that, I haven't really been able to make any videos other than this game. I'm probably gonna have to just uninstall it and reinstall it just to get my default settings correct again, because that's going to be decent. Yeah, I decided, so I pulled in here and I was going to back up into my spot. I figured that's pretty good shot, right? Nope. Computer truck follows me in. I'm like, great. Now what do I do? So I'm like, alright, so I gotta go all the way around, I guess. Because like I said, I'd never been here, so I didn't really know how to maneuver around it. But no, I enjoy making the videos, so I'm looking at buying a few new items. Like I said, I bought a 2060 Super. I have an old dual core, might be a quad core, i5. It's got a tough motherboard in it. It's a great motherboard, but it's 6 years old, so it's not really worth. The processor that I'm getting isn't going to be a huge improvement over what I have. So I've been looking at the new Ryzen. Forever, I was a huge supporter of AMD. Everything was AMD and NVIDIA. And then when AMD bought ATI, I switched over, started doing some ATI stuff, but I found a lot of problems with their drivers in the past. We're talking, nearly 20 years ago, probably, I don't know. And then about probably 10 years ago, I had my system get hit, our house got hit by lightning, and I lost like $2,000 worth of electronics, and one of them was my computer at the time. So a friend of my Tanks clan had just upgraded his computer. So he sent me his motherboard with an i5, um, and the speed on it was amazing compared to what I had had. And it was the first time I'd ever used an Intel anything. And I'm like, this is what I gotta do now. I gotta use Intel. And I know for the longest time, ATI was, or AMD had fallen behind. But I think now with the videos and stuff I've watched and reviews and everything, it seems like ATI is kind of back on track. So I've been doing a little bit of shopping. I mean, $500 is not really a lot of money to do to do a decent motherboard, a Ryzen 7 and a decent motherboard with 16 gigs of RAM or even what for an extra $60 more, you can probably double that, you know, um, but make a decent rig, especially to do videos. That's kind of what I'm kind of going for. So, but that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing, which means if I do that, I'll have to reload all my stuff again. But it's not a big deal. Like I said, I only have a handful of games on this. This game, World of Tanks, World of Warships, the Division 1, the Division 2 are the only games that I've reloaded since putting a new hard drive in and everything. So, but I'm making this stop. Just want to thank you guys for hanging out, riding along. I'm gonna make another video right after this one. Hopefully, I can get a good upload going again. Like I said, it'll take a long time to upload because I only got like a 1 gig upload speed. So we're out in the boonies as far as internet goes. So, but anyways, that's all I got. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.